4 Bert Show family meetings in like the course of 7 days. Family meetings, if you're a new Bert Show listener, are like, how do you even describe them? Like pretty epic episodes that are going on in our life, right? And 99% of the time, they suck. Over the course of the last week, let's see. I told you guys that my engagement is over. My fiance and I broke up. Then Rebecca, our producer, told you guys that she has tongue cancer, and she was in surgery yesterday for a super long time. A bunch of you guys were texting with her mom yesterday, right? Mom said she came out of it. All the doctor said, really, really cool. What was the funny thing she said?
She did a great job. They took some skin from her wrist and helped to rebuild her tongue because she had part of her tongue removed, but her wrist has a tattoo on it, so now that tattoo is on her tongue.
Badass. Badass, right? Then we had the family meeting yesterday, which was a really good one. Our former producer, Blake, came on and just said that he's ready to live his life authentically. He's gay, and I talked to him after the show yesterday, and what a relief he was feeling yesterday, man. What a lightness about him before he left the studio. So that was 3. And the 4th one here today, not nearly as positive as that one. So I'm going to turn this over to our new phone screener and producer, Amber.
Hey guys, so I'm definitely gonna cry. I'm warning you guys right now. So my mom passed away from stage 4 ovarian cancer on October 25th.
Sorry.
And we found out that she had cancer like maybe about a month before she actually passed. It was very fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very aggressive. She had a hysterectomy, and we thought that we had cut all the cancer cells out. But the thing is, even if you have the tiniest of cells left, it can grow. And it did. It grew very aggressive. So my mother is no longer with us. That's a new reality that I, excuse me, that I just have not been ready to accept, which is one of the reasons why I didn't really tell anyone at first, because saying it aloud, it made it really real, you know. I didn't post anything on my personal YouTubes and podcasts and stuff because I just did not have it in me to make people laugh when I can't even smile.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, when she was diagnosed, and actually the Pride Parade is when I found that she had to go to the hospital. When I got home, Daddy told me that he had to take her, and she was there for a couple of weeks and didn't get back until about 3 days after she passed. And one thing I want to say, that as if you have ever had anyone in your family or someone close to you and you've been a caregiver, it is a very hard job. And you have got to be easy on yourself, because I was kicking myself because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I was doing everything I could. Anything I can think of, anything the doctor suggested, nurses suggested. My Aunt Bev was there, and she was a hospice nurse. She's retired now, but because she had all that knowledge, we were leaning on her really hard. Shout out to you, Aunt Bev, if you're listening. And anyone out there who's doing caregiving right now, you've really just got to give yourself a moment. You have to take care of yourself as well. Because I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping much. It was hard. It was the anxiety of wondering, is this going to be the moment that I lose my mom? You know? And thanks, Katie. And when she passed, but it was not a pretty thing, I was there. I won't go into detail because it would destroy all of your days. But getting that image of her, that last image, out of my head has been really hard, because that's not how I want to remember my mom. And no, I also have other memories, but that one was it's in there, and I can't get it out. I also wanted to take this moment to thank every last one of the Bert Show members, cast members, whether you're producer, background, whatever. All of you have been super supportive. I have not had this job for a full month yet, and you allowed me to spend those last moments with my mom. You guys found out that she was in the hospital the same day I did, and you sent her a bouquet of flowers the same day. And then you all got together and you went to I forget the website, Instead of Flowers, I think, and you sent my family food. I had no idea that I wouldn't be able to do simple things like cook.
I know.
And clean and take care of my dad and stuff like that. And so I wanted to thank all of you for making that so much easier for our family, because we just did not have it in us to eat, to do the normal things that you don't even think about that you need to do to stay alive every day. And being part of the Bert Show family is different. I've never worked for or with people that have ever had my back like that, and I haven't even been here a full month yet. And I am so grateful, and I am so appreciative for all the support that my new family has provided. So thank you guys so much.
You're so welcome. That was the least we could do. So this happened over the course of a month, and it's certainly shocking for you. The last we had heard, like, your mom was on hospice, but not end of life hospice. Mm-hmm. It was just that it was just so incredibly difficult to take care of her that you brought people in, and then she had turned for the better, right? Yeah,
she had a moment of where things were getting better. The hospice care was to get her ready initially to be able to finally do chemo, but it just turned so quickly. We never got a chance to. It turned very quickly. And one of the things I mentioned, that I was feeling guilty because Mo, Katie, you guys probably know about this a lot, but the Black community and the medical community, we don't really go together well. We don't tend to go to the hospital to check things out when we should. We push it back. We're terrified of what could be said, what could happen. And I told my mom to go to the hospital she had a tumor or something on her chest. We now know it was a tumor. And we noticed it, and I said, Mom, you got to go. But she got so angry with me, almost offensive. And I shut down because I didn't want to ruin our relationship. But I kind of blame myself for not.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Can't do that at all.
Pushing,
You can't do that.
Because I don't have a mommy anymore, and that's so weird. I see a funny TikTok video and I want to run and show her. I want to tell her a funny joke. We listen to Bert Show segments together. I've been listening to the show since I was in high school. So the fact that my mom, before she left this earth, got to hear me listen, not just like help behind the scenes, but hear me on air with people that I've respected since I was a teenager. And she got a chance to hear me speak with you, on air with you. She got to see me genuinely happy before she left this earth. And I have that to thank for you guys too. This is a lot.
Oh yeah.
We understand.
And I'm working on trying not to blame myself, but it's hard.
It's a process. I am so sorry because I know how close you were to your mom. And my heart breaks for you. And there's no real acceptance of it because you don't want to accept it.
No.
But just give yourself grace and give yourself time, because grief is a journey, and especially with the type of relationship you have with your mom. Like, it's scary to say this, and it might be scary to hear this. Grief is a lifelong journey.
Yeah.
But you learn how to deal, and you learn how to cope. And when that grief wave hits you really hard, like it does right now, I just want you to remind yourself that the pain is great because the love was great.
Yeah.
And the love always will be great. Just because somebody dies doesn't mean the love dies with them. The love will always be there.
Now, Kristen, you were already seeing a therapist before your dad passed away, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So are you talking to anybody about any of this? I mean, this is a lot.
I honestly have been wanting to do therapy for years. I don't even know where to start. I might even try to reach out to Port, because I understand that they have really good counselors. But I don't even know where to start. I've always been the kind of person, I'll just get through it, because my medicine has always been laughter, making other people laugh, making my content, telling jokes, hanging out. That's always been my therapy, but I've never had to deal with something this raw, this deep so close to me before.
Yeah. And your life is going to be compartmentalized now. It's going to be like Amber before mom died and Amber after mom died.
Yeah.
And I would really recommend, especially as a fellow caregiver, seeing your parent like that towards the end and seeing them in lights that you never wanted to see them in. I think it's really important that you talk to somebody to get through those images so you can get back to seeing them the way you want to remember them in your heart.
Especially because you were there for the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
I know.
Kristen kind of said what I was going to say, but I can resonate with laughter being the way you deal with things. And I think you have to be patient with yourself and you have to accept the fact that you're just not going to be the same. When my grandmother passed, it rocked my world. And it was very difficult for me to just accept that things are just going to be different now. And I had to lean on people more than I ever had. And that helped me. I mean, don't be afraid to lean on the people who are trying to be there for you and who love you. There really is no other way to get through it. I mean, it's one of those things that you'll never go through. You'll be able to get through alone. But, you know, I hold on to those moments and those memories that you shared, that your mom had of being proud of you and being able to see you in that light, because that's certainly what I like to hold on to and remember about my grandmother when I'm going through the toughest times of missing her.
I appreciate everything that you just said, Mo, Kristen, Bert, all of you. I just, as you said, literally one day at a time. There is a before my mom died, Amber, and another version of me now. And I'm trying to figure out how to navigate my way through this new emotional realm that I've never really been a part of.
Well, it's only been 4 weeks, but you are us now. So when you need anything, you already know. You just reach out to us and we are here for you.
I appreciate that.
The Bert Show.